Skulls, what's going on? What do you got in your beard today? I am Sean, aka Bearded Skulls, and this is the Bearded Skulls collection series. So if you like this video or this series of videos, hit the like and subscribe button. Again, if you're not familiar or you've missed previous videos, this series comes from the collection that I already have, stuff that I use semi-regularly, and basically it's kind of a review, kind of an informational piece. I'm gonna tell you what I get out of it scent-wise. Ingredients, if I remember, that seems to be the thing I forget the most, but we're gonna get it today, I'm sure of it. And then some oils will have, or scents or whatever, will have a story to go along with it. We'll see, some won't. And then I'm also going to be doing something different. I'm going to try this out. This is something I haven't really seen anybody else do, but it's something kind of cool that I figured I'd start doing. And that is, on each one of these videos series, I'm going to give a shout out to another creator, whether they're just Instagram and YouTube. But I'm going to give a shout out to somebody I follow and interact with, give them a little bit of love. And today, that is none other than that metal guy, 1983. Oh yeah, Steven. He's got a great YouTube channel. Doesn't just do beer product reviews. He's got some beer tastings on there and whatnot as well. And he's got Instagram content. So make sure you're checking out that metal guy, 1983. The next couple of videos may look similar as far as clothing, whatnot. I'm shooting videos back to back. I just don't get around to shooting videos as much as I'd like, but I am having a fun time doing this series. So I'm gonna shoot a few back to back. Maybe I'll put them all up at once. Maybe I'll stagger them out. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. But with that, without any further ado, today we're talking about last looks, and particularly the Ringing Bells scent. I don't know how well it's coming through, but last looks, Ringing Bells. So before we get into it too much, this was the first purchase I made from Last Looks, and I was aware of them. They'd been on my radar. I had seen ads for the family and I think What the Cuss at the time. I'm not sure how many others he had out at that particular time, but Ringing Bells was coming out, and I decided to go ahead and make a purchase. The scent profile on it just seemed different than anything else I had, which was leather boxing gloves, boxing ring canvas, and tobacco. And I just thought, that sounds amazing. And it made me think of Rocky. I know it's supposed to be inspired by a Raging Bull, but I'll be the first to admit I haven't seen Raging Bull, but I love the Rocky series. So it did make me think of that. And so I decided to go ahead and get this oil. Once I got it, so I got this right before all the lockdowns happened, or right as the lockdowns were happening. I think I got this and one other oil purchase on the same day. And I went to go smell this one first. I was super excited. And the first thing it made me think of is this little wrestling gym that I used to train at, or well, I was in wrestling when I was in middle school or pre-middle school, like 5th, 6th grade, somewhere in there. And it reminded me of that. It didn't, not so much the sweat, but it just, that leather and the canvas, that was the first thing I thought of. And I was like, man, what did I just get? Like, is that, I don't know, it didn't appeal to me. So I was a little bummed out, and I decided to go ahead and try the other oil first. So it wasn't until the next day that I got this in beard. It was a completely different story then. Once you warm it up, get this in beard, it takes on a different scent. That leather, it's just like an aged, worn leather, and it's not, you know, a lot of the aged, worn leather smell treated. No, this is just hard worked aged leather. It's different than any other leathers that I have scented or that I have in my collection. And there is that canvas and then the tobacco, and it ends up taking on somewhat of a cologne-esque type scent. This is now one of my favorites. It just took me some getting used to. Like I said, I had to get it in beard and get that scent of it. And then I wore it a few times, liked it, and more now, the more I try this one or put it in, the more I like it. My girlfriend's a big fan of this one, so definitely pleased with this. Let's see, let's go over the ingredients before I forget. So we have fractionated coconut oil, hemp seed oil, avocado oil, sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, apricot kernel oil, castor oil, grapeseed oil, rice bran oil, fragrances, and essential oils. Last Looks is definitely one of my favorite carrier blends. I always know when I've got them in. It just seems to work really well for my beard. I love the consistency of their oil and the way it feels. It's just definitely one of my particular favorites. Also have it in the butter. The ingredients on that are naturally refined shea butter, fractionated coconut oil, hemp seed oil, avocado oil, sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, apricot kernel oil, castor oil, grapeseed oil, rice bran oil, fragrances, and essential oils. And it's got an interesting consistency to it. Their butter is definitely really nice. Breaks down, gets in that beard really easily. Definitely one of my favorites. Oh, get that smell right away, that leather. And I tell you, it grows on me more and more every time I use it. It's also a very long lasting scent. You're gonna get a good day's worth out of this. I've gotten anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. Like, I'll think it's gone, and then all of a sudden, you know, I'll go outside, I get a little bit of wind on me, and I'll just get that hint of leather. So it is a great, amazing scent. And earlier I had mentioned that Metal Guy 1983. I believe he has a discount code. I don't know if it's affiliated or not, but he does have a code, Metal Guy 10, if I'm not mistaken, and that can save you 10%. I'll double check that code and put that in the description down below, as well as the link to get to Last Looks. Website wise, they're amazing. I think they have one of the better websites to navigate. Everything's there. So love using their website and ordering from them. I'm also going to have a coupon code down below. That's one that if you were to use that, it's going to save you $5, and it's going to give me a $5 coupon. If you want to use that one, great. If not, that's fine too. But along with that, couple more things while we're on the subject of Last Looks. If you're a fan of Last Looks like I am, I've always felt like the one thing that they lacked was having a butter or balm associated with their scents for the concessions line. And honestly, I originally didn't own very many of the concessions line for that reason. I don't generally use oil alone. I use it along with a butter or balm. Just depends on, you know, generally if I buy multiple scents from one company, I'll get some with a butter, some with a balm. It just depends whether or not I like the balm or not, because I do prefer butters. That was the biggest thing, is that Last Looks had a concession line, but it was just the oil. It's no butters, no balms. And I was like, man, I wish they would just like make an unscented one or whatnot, something so that you could still use those. Well, they do have an unscented now. That line just came out a couple weeks ago, And Michael, the owner, has told me I could go ahead and mention this, but they are coming out with butters, at least butters. I'm assuming probably balms as well, but it is coming for the concession lines. And just taking a quick look at the ingredients, it's the same. Great. This is going to make the concession line so much better. And also right now, if you happen to, today is May 16th, I believe. And so from now until Monday, May 17th at midnight, Michael's running a special for his birthday. So if you make an order from them, you don't have to use a coupon code or anything, but you are going to get a free birthday cake oil. Birthday cake is nice and it is sweet. Don't get me wrong. It definitely smells like your typical birthday cake icing, but it is amazing. This one in Beard, really nice. Again, definitely worth checking out. So, Bearded Skulls, you have yourselves a great day. Check out Last Looks. I'll catch you on the next one.